Hi guys, it's me Shania and this is Nivedita. We're back.
Hello.
Yes, so today we're gonna do the part two of the poem section, and we're gonna today we were matching with the red outfits, and so we're gonna talk about love, I'd say, because I have written quite a few poems, like around three or something, which is purely related to love. So we will get through
Is
that.
your hair wet right now, bro?
Is your hair wet right now? Oh my god,
Bro,
that
it's
looks dry.
completely dry.
Misha,
Is your hair
Misha.
wet? It's not wet.
It's not wet. It's not wet. Is it your eyebrows? Who's the handsome man in the world? You? Me?
Ooh.
You? Oh, bro, it's you. I'm not you. You're so fine. Bro, those
You
two
flatter
brown
me.
Mondays, those two brown guys. Yeah. So today let's start off with one such forbidden love. So okay, I'll tell you the background behind this, okay? So I watched this video in YouTube which showed how death falls in love with life. And it genuinely
Yeah.
fascinated me a lot. And I was like, that's such a beautiful concept because two extremes, and you actually find a way to love the other one even though you all are in such extremes. So it was very beautiful, so I decided that I want to write a poem on this because it seemed like a very fascinating topic. I am not gonna lie, I love that topic. So, and I feel like that's still one of my best poems right now because it's beautiful, it's genuinely beautiful. So
There
read
was
it
this
out.
trend actually, I think a few years back, about death and love, how they fall in love with together, but then they can't be with each other.
It's beautiful. It's a sad
A
thing,
lot
but
of
it's
people were
beautiful.
making beautiful artworks on that.
I
You guys should look it up. There are amazing artworks
Artworks,
on
yes.
the
I've
internet.
sketched on that a few, and it's a beautiful thing. So
You should show them next time.
yeah, then artworks next time. So it's One Such Forbidden Love, that's the name. Eternal creatures, both of them, ruled their own domains individually. A strange feeling coiled up within death, realized he was falling in love with life. Knowing the consequences of their love, they disrupted the whole world's footing. Their love or their domains they were meant to be in charge of. Unfilled love in their hearts can't embrace the other one. They just accompanied each other. Treasure about their love hidden deeply for an eternity. Two sides of a coin, life and death, interconnected aspects of life with contrasting sides. One symbolized liveliness, enthusiasm, joy, and blooming of a new flower. Other symbolized transitioning, grief, eternal rest, and withering of the flower. Hopeless romantic souls, separated by their duties but always united by their love. They were never meant to be together, but their love etched in the fairy tales. One such forbidden love, a big taboo. To this day, they yearn for each other, longing for a happy ending. But the dance between life and death, something that's so different, would always remain indestructible. This is a beautiful poem. Like, I feel like this is one of the best poems I've written because it's it's interesting how death falls in love with life, and they can't embrace the other one. And the video which I watched, the death tried to hug life, okay, and the life was represented as a deer in that video. And so death prior to the deer that tried to touch and hug other few creatures, basically life, but each one of them died. So it's the consequence, that it shows that you cannot embrace the other one. The only thing you can do is go with it side by side, can't touch, can't hug, can't do anything. And it's just the purity of true love. Like, the sacrifices, you're not going to get anything out of it, but you love them with all your heart, and that's something very beautiful.
You just find a way to exist with them. There are so many times where we often end up falling in love with a person who are very similar to us, or they're different to us, but then we rarely ever end up with the same person. That's why there's also a saying that goes, the first one teaches you love, the second one teaches you how to be patient, the third one is the actual love, but we never truly know. It's different for everyone.
Exactly. It's very beautiful. I love that topic. Especially love because I like in the previous video I'm sure we talked about how like love and poem actually makes us as a human, and how happy we are. And like literature is to show your emotions, and especially in such a topic where like death and love, it's death and life, it's beautiful. So the poem's name is It's Better If It's Tasenda. And Tasenda basically means that it's something that should be untold, and it's not supposed to be told out loud. It's loving someone in the silence. It's more like admiring, and like the beauty of kind of a one-sided love, I'd say. So yeah, that's
Ate my head till it was a labyrinth. How the creeper devoured the foundation's embrace. No matter where I ran away, I found myself perceived in an undying chase. Thought about the trust, was it worth the leap? I set myself free, and we intertwined. The greatest joy that came to be was it to be handpicked as your friend? I think I might like someone. That's when I knew it felt like a jab inside. Trying not to show the pity frown, navigating these emotions as I quietly endured. Nearer did I fathom the joy I'd find when I had you in my presence. It was surreal, tried to deny it but couldn't resist. Still, I watched him closely like a secret trust. Hand in hand I'll be with her, said he. His words were filled with emotions. It felt like a scar. He was my star that shined in my darkness. Now I'm left admiring from a distance, like a distant sparkle caress.
it's very similar to admiring something that's very far, and you're not gonna get, but that's the beauty of it, right? You admire it from the far, no matter what, no matter that you're not gonna get. It's similar to you how we admire stars, moons. It's so far, but that's the beauty.
We're
You
so
find the beauty in
close,
that.
yet so far.
Exactly. It's pretty.
You know how, like, certain things, it's better if we just coexist with them. It's better to just admire them because this has happened to a lot of people. Like, you like a crush, you have a new crush, and then you go start talking to them, slightly lose interest. It happens to so many people.
I think it's probably when you realize, so the idea of them and the actual them, that's when you realize they were not how you thought they would be. And that's when you realize maybe that's not the personality I was aiming for. Or even sometimes it's, even though you know them, you just know that y'all won't work out together, and that's the beauty of it, admiring from afar.
But the thing is, always try out.
Yeah.
Because you never know what chance might have for you. It's better if you at least die knowing that you tried.
Exactly. I feel like that's what I've heard this quote, okay? So whatever you want is on the other side of fear. And that's something very beautiful. I was just talking to her this morning about this quote, and it's beautiful because you need to try out something to know if it's actually gonna work out or not. And you don't wanna die of regrets because life is so short. What's the use of you overthinking every single little thing when the best you can do is try? If it's a no, it's a no. If you cannot do that, it's you're not gonna lose anything except for actually knowing the truth.
And always sometimes, how you have a crush and then you start talking to them, you might realize they're better off as a friend and you might gain a friend for a life. That's why always talk, reach out.
Understand, because understanding is something very important.
It's better to not live with regrets, die knowing the truth came out of your lungs.
Exactly. So the last poem we have today is this one, Loving One More Than I Did Yesterday. So this is, I don't know, there's not much deep thoughts behind this, but it's very simple, and it's just that it shows how you learn about a person, and every single day they make you fall in love with them deeper. And it basically shows, if for example a long-term relationship or anything long-term, right, people change every day, every second, every minute, and you cannot expect them to be the same person they were a few months ago or whatever. And that's the beauty of it. They've changed, what's gonna happen, what has happened, and how they're gonna behave. And every single time they prove their love, they prove to show how much they love you, and that's when you fall deeper in love every single day, one by one. And that's how it is. So
There are two quotes actually. Do you believe in to love is to change or to
Yeah.
love is to let go?
it's a beautiful thing. I want to know what y'all think, and I personally think it's to love is to change, because letting go is something still possible, out of detachment or anything, but to change is something beautiful.
That's
because
truly love.
people say that, oh my god, I would die for her, I would die for him, I would do this, but would you actually put the efforts for her? Would you actually put your phone aside and talk to them? Would you come out of your comfort zone to, make them feel loved? Would you love them in a way they prefer being loved? And that's the beauty of it. To love is to change. And if you know the person has changed for you to make you feel like you deserve to be loved, then nothing's better than that. So this is the thing. Wait a second. Loving one more than I did yesterday. Up in the north, a guy residing in a nook, so close in my heart, yet so far across. I find myself falling, your orbs of emotions guarded by pretty ramparts of flash. Always makes me lose my mind. When I look at them through the screen, your presence alone brings joy on my face. A smile that heals a part of me. Dimples like little scoops of joy. I crave your touch, though you're far. Only hope keeps me going and pulls me towards you. You're a rare treasure, one I'd shield and keep from the world outside. Too special to ever let it slip away. A man so perfect, the first to show me the beauty of love. I crave your love and I always will. I love you more than I did yesterday. And it's not a person specific poem, of course, but it's just a poem, I try to put myself in different positions. If this happened, how would I feel? And that's how I try to write this. And I think it's a beautiful thing because it's,
I think when you love, you truly change. And when you love someone, you love for who they are.
Yeah.
But then once you get in a relationship or even before, if you truly love them, you'll find a way to navigate through these emotions and find a middle ground. Because at the end of the day, you guys should learn to live with each other's lives being also separate. Because
Exactly.
you both have been who you guys
Coexist,
are.
don't depend. Coexist. And you need your own time, but you also need your thing. And I personally feel like love and everything actually genuinely works out when the other person is very consistent, because I feel like if you genuinely love the person, you would be consistent. The comfort. So for example, I've been dating some person, and for a while, and it goes pretty well, and after that, the efforts get down a little and stuff. But when they actually try to be consistent with the way they showed me the love and how I actually fell for it, and every little thing, like even bringing a small hand-picked flower or anything, and that's the beauty of it. Okay, like guys, please bring back old school love letters. Like genuinely get this back, okay? Because like love letters are beautiful. Like I feel like that's something that would make anyone happy, anyone smile, anything handwritten appreciated.
Handwritten stuff is the best because it's just so beautiful. Like so much of thought goes behind it, and how you write it out, how you think about that person. It's so beautiful.
You put your time, you put your efforts, you put everything to actually, be vulnerable to the other person, and it's beautiful. Love letters, please bring old love back. Yeah.
Love is also when you go throughout, and sometimes it's not always consistent. You have to find way to work it out. You have to find different ways to make something work for both of you. That's why communication is also the best key. You guys have to communicate when something is wrong. Silent treatment is the worst thing you can do to a
I
person.
know it's horrible, trying to tell the other person. It gets exhausting at a point, but I think if you genuinely love the person, it's fine to get out of your comfort zone and let them know the truth. And that's their choice if they want to change, if they want to work it out, or if they want to back off. That's also a possibility. But at least that's again goes back to the thing. Try, because if you try, you either know it's gonna work out or it's not gonna work out. At least you're not gonna die with regrets, and that's something very important.
You try, and then if it genuinely you can't do it anymore, then back off. Don't give the person false hopes. That's even worse thing to do.
Cool.
So we would like to end off this video with a quote from Jane Austen. In vain have I struggled, it will not do. My feelings will not be repressed. You must allow me to tell how ardently I admire and love you. Another quote from it. There is no charm equal to tenderness of heart. If you don't express yourself to the other person, they won't know what your thoughts are, how you think, how you feel. If you don't explain your feelings, they won't know. It's everyone's first time at their life.
And you need to find what you're comfortable at, what you're comfortable with, because I think her way of expressing something is pretty different to my way of expressing. And that also comes to another quote, and that's, you cannot use someone else's map to find yourself. And this is a beautiful quote by Michaela Angmier. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's a beautiful quote, because everyone has their own way of showing their love and own way of feeling loved, and you have to learn what your preference is. And that's when, if you love yourself, you can love others. If you don't love yourself truly, you cannot love others.
That's why before getting into the love or anything, you have to find yourself truly first.
Yeah.
When you have love enough for yourself, that's when you can truly find a way to love another person too. If you don't even have love for yourself, how are you gonna love the other person?
Love is beautiful, but find yourself first and know what you truly like, and work on yourself first before you try for anything, because at the end of the day, you have to coexist, not depend on each other. So bye bye guys, thank you.
Bye, see you in another video.